name. So while Nabi was ruling, thus it was known as Nabi Varsha. And after Nabi's son, he is also called as Ajanaba. Aja means the Supreme Lord who appeared as the son of Nabi. That's why he's called as Ajanaba. And while he was ruling, it became known as Ajnaba Varsha. And after Rishabdev, when his son Bharata Maharaj started ruling, then it became known as Bharata Varsha. Since then, it remained as Bharata Varsha only. So it's like that. And since Bharata Maharaj had 9 more younger brothers, he divided the Bharata Varsha into 9 divisions. In one sense, there already divisions are there, and he had given the responsibility of those 9 divisions to his 9 younger brothers, known as Kushavarta, Ilavarta, Brahmavarta, Malaya, Ketu, Bhadrasena, Indrasprik, Vidarbha, Kikata. They ruled the 9 islands of Bharata Varsha. And this is mentioned in the 11th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam, where it is said that Tesham Nava, the remaining, those 9 younger brothers of Bharata Maharaj, became Navadvipa Patayo Asya Samantata. They became the rulers of the 9 Dvipas of Bharatavarsha. So thus, there are 9 islands within Bharatavarsha. That is what is indicated by this particular shloka. So here is entire Jambudvipa with all the different divisions. This is Bharatavarsha, and within Bharatavarsha there are 9 divisions. The blue line is the ocean, which is dividing the previous land into 9 divisions, making them as 9 islands, because water is there on the both sides, front side, back side. So these are different islands within the Bharatavarsha, and this is the 9th one, which is touching the ocean. This is the 9th one. From here to here, the total width is 9,000 yojanas. Since it is divided into 9 parts, the width of each and every part will be 1,000 yojanas each. The 9th part is 1,000, 8th part also 1,000. The width is 1,000, but length is much longer in that sense. So further, Vishnu Purana talks about this place, which says that in the east, there are Kiratas are residing. In the west, Yavanas are residing. In the east, there are kingdoms known as Kamarupa, Varsa, Kalinga, Magadha. In the south, there are kingdoms known as Maruka and Malava. So this is the description of the 9th division specifically, not the all divisions. The 9th division is this one, wherever my cursor is there, that is the 9th division. We are only specifically discussing about this from this verse. So these are the people and these are the kingdoms in the respective directions. East Kiratas, West Yavanas, East Kamarupa, Varissa, Kalinga, Magadha, South Maruka, Malava. Further, it says that this is about Bharata Varsha, not only not 9th division, but entire Bharata Varsha. Chatvari Bharate Varsha Yugantara Mahamune Kritam Treta Dvaparamcha Kalischa Anyatra Nakvachit. That means in Bharata Varsha there are 4 yugas. What are they? Krita means Satya Yuga, Treta is Treta Yuga, Dvapara is Dvapara Yuga, and Kali is Kali Yuga. The 4 yugas are there in Bharata Varsha, and the most important is Anyatra Nakvachit. They do not exist elsewhere. In the rest of the universe, the 4 yugas do not manifest. The 4 yugas only manifest in Bharatavarsha. Because it is Karma Bhumi, the principles of karma will vary from yuga to yuga. In Satya Yuga, something different, Treta Yuga, something different, Dwapara Yuga, something different, and Kali Yuga, something entirely different. So, since Bharatavarsha is a Karma Bhumi, here we have the changes in terms of the 4 yugas, which are not applicable to rest of the universe. And then Vayu Purana further says that this is from Vayu Purana. The 9 divisions of Bharata Varsha border the ocean, and one cannot go from one to other. The 9 divisions are touching the ocean, and one cannot go from one place to other place. Tu agamya parasparam. At least in the Kali Yuga, current Kali Yuga, with our current Kali Yuga bodies, we cannot go from one place to other place. Siddhanta Shiromani also talks about these 9 divisions, which says that Within Bharata Varsha, there are 9 Khandas. They are known as Aindra, Kaseru, Tamraparna, Gavastiman, Gandharva, Naga, Saumya, Varuna, and Kumarika. The 9th one is known as here Kumarika Dvipa. In the Vishnu Purana, it was known as Navadvipa, etc. Mahabharata talks it as Sudarshan Dvipa, and it is calling as Kumarika Dvipa. It's like that. And then Markandeya Purana also further talks about this particular Bharata Varsha. Karma is not enjoyed anywhere else. The way karma is treated in Bharata Varsha is not treated other places. Other place also karma is there, but that is like not so stringent rules and regulations. But in Bharata Varsha, there are very stringent rules and regulations are there for this. The 9th island is surrounded by water. The 9th island, that is Bharata Khanda, it is surrounded by water in all directions, which measures 1000 yojanas from south to north. Here, a category of people, a mixture of both Mlechas and Aryas, reside within Bharata Khanda. They predominate in certain parts. This place is called Karma Bhumi. It bestows everything according to our activities, known as Punya and Papa. So, as Lord Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, those who do pious activities go to heaven, those who do impious activities go to hell, those who do a mixture of both pious and impious activities, they take birth among the humans once again. So, that is in Bharata Varsha. So this is about a brief description of Bharata Varsha. What are its divisions, dimensions, and shape, and etc. etc. So some characteristics and kind of kingdoms, people, some brief mention is there. Any questions?
Prabhuji, when you say Bharat Varsha, that means we are talking about the entire 7 continents here, right? The entire worldly
No, no, no,
population.
no. Don't compare like that. That will be revealed in couple of slides later. Bharata Varsha is
Okay.
Bharata Varsha. It has nothing to do with 7 continents or 8 continents.
Okay.
We have not come to that point. We have not yet
Okay.
seen what exactly in our modern geography. So this is Bharata Varsha. This entire thing is Bharata Varsha.
Okay. Okay.
Does it resemble
Yeah.
to any continents?
No.
So,
Yeah.
and this is Bharata Khanda. And we are discussing Bharata Varsha in general and Bharata Khanda in specific. Now,
Okay.
in the upcoming slides, we will see more little details about Bharata Khanda, more and more.
Okay. Prabhuji.
Prabhuji, what is Mlechas?
See,
What is
we have
Mlecha?
Varnashrama system, the 4 Varnas and 4 Ashramas. And those who are outside of the rules and regulations of Varnashram system, those who cannot follow, or those who are not willing to follow, or who cannot follow the rules and regulations of Varnashrama Dharma, they are generally called as Mlechas or Evanas. So in that way, that's how Prabhupada explains in the Bhagavatam.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Any other question? Now let us see what is this Bharatakanda is all about. How does it look like? The depiction of Bharatakanda. First, the picture of Bharatakanda has been discovered by Sri Tiruvenkada Ramanujajiyar based on the slokas of Mahabharata, Sri Bhishma Parva, Jambu Kanda Vinirnaya Parva, 5th chapter. So, Sri Tiruvenkada Ramanujajiyar was born in 1805. He was there around till 1882. He was a sannyasi. He used to stay in Sri Perambudur, the birthplace of Sri Ramanujacharya, which is very close to Sri Kanchipuram. So there he has his own ashram. Even today, when we go to his ashram, we can see the map drawn by Sri Tiruvenkada Ramanujajiyar. So today we'll try to see what exactly is that. So I found these slokas from Bandarkar Oriental Research Institute. I found them in the 6th chapter, text number 12, 15, and 16. Based on these 3 slokas, he draw the map of Bharata. So these were the 3 shlokas. We will discuss these 3 shlokas in detail now. So based on these 3 shlokas only, draw the map of Bharata, and the map we'll see now. What is that map? This is the portrait of Sri Thiruvenkat Ramanujar, who was born in Sri Maduramangalam. Eventually, after taking sannyas, he made his residence in Sri Perambudur. This is another portrait which we can find in Sri Perambudur ashram. Sudarshanam pravakshami dvipam te kurunandana parimandalo maharaja dviposau chakra samstita. This Bharatakanda is called Sudarshana Dvipa since it looks beautiful to the eyes of the onlookers. Sudarshanam pravakshami dvipam te kurunandana. Oh Kurunandana, Sanjaya is speaking to Dhritarashtra. He is telling that Sudarshanam pravakshami. This place is called as Sudarshan Dvipa because it looks very beautiful to look at. Sudarshanam pravakshami. Sudarshanam. Being circular, it looks like the disc of the Lord. Being circular, it looks like the Sudarshan Chakra. And it is attached to the cyclic time in the form of disc preceded by God Sudarshana. That indicates that Satya, Treta, Dwapara, Kali, they keep moving in cyclic fashion. That's why also it is called Sudarshan Dvipa. So in that way. Maharajo Dviposo Chakra Samsita. Chakra means all this. So Sudarshan Chakra, Kala Chakra, etc. You here is Lord Sudarshana. Here is Sudarshan Chakra. Then there was a word known as Parimandala. The shape of this Bharata is like Parimandala. So the meaning of Parimandala is Sudarshan Dvipa is in the form of a globe. Since all the 4 corners of this Bharata is round like a bale fruit. Parimandala means like the bale fruit. So this Sudarshana Dvipa, which is the 9th division of Bharata Varsa, which is also called as Bharata, it is like a globe. It is like a bale fruit. Then Mahabharata further says, Vrikshai Pushpa Palopetai Sampanna Dana Danyavan Lavanena Samudrena Samantat Parivarita. This place, this spherical looking bale fruit like Sudarshana Dvipa is circular and spherical. On the surface of it, there is saltwater ocean all over. Lavana Samudra is saltwater ocean all over. And in this place is filled with so much vegetation, which yield different variety of crops consisting of fruits, flowers, vegetables, etc., etc., etc. The Bharata is known for producing variety of crops. That's why it is mentioned. Vrikshai Pushpa Palopetai. There are so many plants which will give flowers, which will give fruits and vegetables. Sampanna Dana Danyavan. The entire area is filled with Dana and Dhanya. So in that way. Yatacha Purusha Pashyad Adrishe Mukamatmana. Evam Sudarshana Dvipo Drishyate Chandramandale. Just like every day morning after waking up, after taking bath, in order to put tilak, we see our face in the mirror. Similarly, if Sudarshan Dvipa himself sees in the mirror of the moon, accepting the full moon as a mirror, and he sees himself, the way he looks to himself is described in the next verse. But there are 2 things. When there is a mirror, we look front side and front portion of our face is visible. When the same mirror goes back side, we see the entire back portion of our head. Same way, Sudarshan Dvipa sees when it sees himself, it has 2 pictures. One is front picture, front side of the Sudarshan Dvipa, one is the back picture. That is mentioned in the next verse. Dviramshe Pipalas Tatra Dviramshecha Chesho Mahan Sarvoshadi Sama Vyapi Sarvata Paripramita. Dvir Amshe, out of the 2 portions on one side, it appears to be like a big people leaf. Pipalas Tatra, actually it is a combination of big people leaves. Dviramshesha Chesho Mahan. On the other side, it appears to be like a huge rabbit. And also cha. Viram Shecha Shisho Mahan. Shisho Mahan means great rabbit. Cha means, and also some people lives around here and there. They are surrounded by varieties of vegetation. Sarva Aushadhi Samavyapi Sarvata Paribrahmita. And all these two places, I mean, these two objects appearing to be like people leaves and rabbit are surrounded by different variety of vegetation. Apastato Anya Vigneya Esha Sankshepa Uchate. And remaining all area is covered by water. Apastato. Rest all is occupied by the apa, means water. So three Thiruvenkataraja here, Ramanuja here, draw the map based on these shlokas. Here is a big rabbit. Here is some small people live and some vegetation here and there. Here there are couple of people lives, big people lives. But he did not know what it means. So he was contemplating, then he turned it around. Then it made sense to him. Since he was born in 1805, he was living all the way up to 1882. By then, Britishers were there all over India. They were ruling and they also had a world map. When it is compared to the world map, modern day world map, it looks like this. So this is Bharata Khanda. This is the picture of Bharata Khanda based on Srimad Bhagavatam, Vishnu Purana, Vayu Purana, Markandeya Purana, and Mahabharata. Okay. Now we are getting what is that, which continent refers to which portion, and where exactly we are located in the huge universe about which we were discussing from the beginning. So this is our entire Jambudvipa, in which there are 9 Varshas. This is 11th Varsha, in which there is Mount Meru. The 9th Varsha is known as Bharata Varsha, within which there are 9 divisions known as 9 Dvipas. Indradvipa, Kaseru, Tamravanna, Gavasima, etc. The 9th one is Bharatakanda. That Bharatakanda is our Earth globe. This was the picture drawn by Sri Tiruvenkata Ramanuja Jier. You see here. This is the picture. This is a portrait figure from Sri Peramudur, from his ashram. Here is a rabbit. Here are people lives. Here are people live, etc. He also draw the map of the entire Brahmanda, also entire universe. Here is Mount Meru. Here is Pole Star. Here is Sun. Here is Moon. Like that, like that. These are other divisions. 8 elephant lower planetary systems and universal coverings. This is the chariot of the sun. This is how the solar eclipse and lunar eclipse are happening. So, in that way. This is how it is mentioned. So there are some example. We'll take a couple of slides and then we'll take questions on this. Some examples from other scriptures to establish yes, Bharatakhanda is spherical. Suridanta says that Sarvatraiva Mahi Gole Swastanam Uparisitam Mannate ke go eto golasya kwa urdam kwa api ada. As the shape of earth is spherical, people in each place think themselves to be uppermost. But the globe of the earth is situated in either. What then is its upper or lower side? So when though people might be thinking that, okay, I am standing upper side, I am standing upper side, I am standing upper side. But since earth globe is situated in the spherical ether, in the ether, so who is right, who is wrong? Because of the gravitational force, everyone feel like that. But from the universal point of view, this is bottom portion, this is upper topmost portion, this is horizontal portion. So, but we don't experience like that because of the spherical nature of the earth and its gravitational pull. So, because earth is spherical, so kindly remember this, we are situated like this. This is Africa, India is also somewhat like this only. We in India standing like this. In the universal point of view, we are standing horizontally. But for us, we experience standing like this. So based on that, if you see, though we are standing here, but sun is traveling just above Bhumandala in horizontal direction. That's why we see sun traveling like this around us in a circle fashion every day. But for a person standing on the North Pole, he will see that sun is doing parikrama around him. So that's why when Sukadeva Goswami said that this is east, this is west, this is north, this is south, and this is true north and this is true south. So this side is the direction in which during the noon time sun is there. This like this direction. Sun is on this side. Sun is here over our head, and that direction is called as over our head. That direction is called as south and north, etc. Overhead is called north, south, and below the feet is called south. So in that way. See here you can see just now we show that. For example, for us, we are standing in India. So normally sun is traveling like this. But for a person on the north pole, you will see sun is traveling around him. And for a person on the 60 degrees latitude, you will see sun traveling like this. 30 degrees latitude, you will see sun traveling like this. And 0 degree latitude, that is line of equator, we will exactly see sun is traveling like this. We are also close to line of equator. So we also have the same experience. So for us, the Bhumandala is like this. So Bhumandala is like this. In this, the earth globe is like this, and we are standing here, and we see sun is traveling like this. Sun is rising here east, here in the noon, here in the west, setting, here in the midnight. So like that. This direction, Sukadeva Goswami calling south, this direction calling north. But the true north is this side. This is our true north, and this side is true south. So in that way, that's how we need to understand the directions. Diameter of the earth. As per the modern science, they say that the mean diameter of the earth is 12,742 kilometers. The diameter measured around the equator, 12,076 kilometers, little more. And diameter measured between two poles, North Pole to South Pole, it is 12,713 kilometers. But according to our scriptures, so Bharata Varsa is 9,000 yojanas, Bharata Khanda is 1,000 yojanas, 1 yojana is equal to 8 miles, that is 8,000 miles. 1 mile is equal to 1.609 kilometers, that is 12,872 kilometers. 12,872, 12,746, 742. Okay, they are closely matching. This is all about Bharata Khanda. So we are not just trying to refer to some fairy tales in Vedic literature, but we are trying to compare with our modern observations also. So it is like that. Our Pratyaksha experience and measurements, everything is matching to the details mentioned in our scriptures. So in that way, we can have faith that our scriptures do talk about the universe in which we are residing. So it's like that. Any questions based on the discussion till now? Hare Krishna devotees, able to follow?
Kind of, Prabhuji.
Yes, Prabhuji.
No, please tell me if you have something you are not able to follow, something
Yes,
is not clear.
Prabhuji.
Yes,
I am
yes,
here.
Prabhuji.
सब प्रभु जी सब सर के ऊपर से जा रहा है
Krishna, Krishna.
अभी दोबारा पढ़ना पड़ेगा फिर ही
आप लोग मंदिर आए ना इसलिए सर के ऊपर जा रहे हैं. मंदिर आना चाहिए.
हाँ वही I'm missing.
No problem. See, anything, but anyway, forget about all those things. This we know. We have studied in the schools since childhood about our earth globe. This entire thing we studied. The current modern world map. So this is a 1/9 portion of the bigger Bhumandala. So the Bharata Varsha, which is part of Jambudipa, which is part of Bhumandala. So it's like that. So it is like this. This is the entire Jambudipa which we discussed previously. Basically, we are discussing about different divisions, subdivisions, etc. And within this, there are 9 divisions. As within Bharata Varsha, there are 9 divisions. The 9th division is called Bharata Khanda. That Bharata Khanda is our earth globe. So that's how the scriptures establish where exactly we are. What we know is all about earth globe only. But behind earth globe, there is so much in the universe. Especially the Bhuloka itself is so vast, so vast. So many other places, so many other divisions, subdivisions with names, farms, mountains, rivers. So many things are there. At least we have that experience of our universe is so gigantic, and our earth globe itself is so big, very difficult to travel all over. Then what to speak of thinking about the entire universe. So that understanding we should have at least.
Prabhuji, where is the moon in all this?
Moon and all will be there above, that we will discuss in the upcoming classes, because currently we are only discussing about the leaf portion, that is Bhumandala. We are still discussing about the Bhumandala itself. The moon and all will be traveling around Earth just above the Jambudipa. They will be revolving around Earth like this, circular fashion. And sun also revolving around it at far distant.
So moon will be closest to us, no, Prabhuji?
Yeah. Moon is closer to Earth and sun is far from Earth.
Okay.
Any other question from any other devotees?
Prabhuji,
Yes, Prabhu.
one question. Just as you said, the sun is moving around the entire Jambu Dweepa.
Yes.
Yes. So the day that is 24 hours for Earth planet, what is the day for the other planets like Ketu, Varsha and all those things?
Can you repeat what is the day for other?
What is the day? Yeah, just as we have 24 hours
Yes.
for day, how many hours or is for this Ketu, Varsha and all such places?
Ketu Varsha?
These other
Varshas.
Varshas.
Okay.
Other Varshas.
All over the Bhumandala, everywhere, their daytime and nighttime is equal, 12 hours. The same sun is traveling all around the Bhumandala, all over the Bhumandala anywhere. Everyone will have 12 hours of daytime plus or minus few hours here and there, and 12 hours of nighttime plus or minus few hours.
Plus or minus 2 hours.
No, few. Like we see,
few hours.
We see currently winter we are having sunrise at 7 a.m. and sunset at 5 p.m. So our daytime is 10 hours.
So total is 24 hours. Total is 24 hours.
Totally 24 hours. Just like you see sun. The sun starting here and going around, coming back, it will take 24 hours.
Yeah. So here we are considering Earth as a center and sun is moving around. But here, Prabhuji, Earth is a very small part of this entire thing, no?
Yes.
So how do we consider that? Because that big part, it takes same time. The small part also takes the same time to travel.
It is based on the circular motion. So whether small part, big part does not matter. Sun completes one round in 24 hours. So everywhere that will be daytime and nighttime. From the beginning only we started, when sun is here, this part of the Bhumandala was experiencing daytime and this part of the Bhumandala was experiencing nighttime. When the same sun comes here, this part of the Bhumandala was experiencing daytime and this part of the Bhumandala was experiencing nighttime. When same sun goes here, this part of the Bhumandala was experiencing daytime, this part of the Bhumandala was experiencing nighttime. It is same phenomena applicable to the entire Bhumandala.
Acha.
Yeah.
Okay, so it is not only rotating around the Earth, it is rotating around the entire Jambu Dweepa, and all of them are experiencing same 24 hours of day, one day.
Night. Yes. 24 hours of full day everywhere. All over the Bhumandala, it is just 24 hours of daytime only.
Okay. If I go beyond the syllabus, Prabhuji, even the Swargalok and other places are also depending on the sun for their day.
Yes. The Bhuvarloka, Swargaloka also do depend upon sun only, but their daytime, nighttime will be different. They do not have 24 hours calculation. Their timings are different. Because they are also moving along the sun. Here the Bhumandala is stationary.
Okay. So the Swargalok and other lokas are moving around, is it, Prabhuji?
They are also moving around the pole star along with the sun. And the relative motion between the Swargalokas and sun will create day and night in them.
So that is how it will be different.
It will be different.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Earth is not rotating. Scriptures do never say like that.
Yes, that is what I said, Prabhuji, that Earth is not moving for us that way. Yes.
Since the Earth is part of Bharata Varsha is part of Jambudipa is part of Bhumandala is standstill. It is sun is only revolving. All our Vedic literatures do talk about sun is moving around, not Earth.
Yes.
And in
Yes.
fact, we should not include Earth to be one among the planets. Earth is not a planet.
Yeah.
Exactly.
If
Earth is not a planet.
if you have gone to any Lord Shiva temple, there are Navagraha deities are there in Shiva temple.
Yeah.
Whether you have noticed or not, otherwise this time whenever you visit, you kindly notice there is no Earth among the Navagrahas.
Yes. No earth among.
That means Earth is not a graha. Earth is not a planet.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you, Prabhuji.
A planet moves. A graha moves. Graha means grati pradana iti graha. The definition, by definition, graha is that which constantly moves.
So, and Earth is a stagnant thing, stagnant mandala. That's a mandala we call mandala, right?
So it is a part of the bigger Bhumandala.
Part of a bigger Bhumandala.
Yeah, we have the entire Bhumandala. In that Bhumandala, we have actually in English now we don't have many words. When we say Earth, it is very confusing. So in Sanskrit, we have there is something called Bhumandala, within that Jambudvipa, within that Bharata Varsa, within that Bharata Khanda. So we have for everything there is a different name. In English, only one word, Earth. So when we translate Bhumandala into English, proper translates Earth. Jambudvipa, Earth. Bharata Varsa, Earth. Bharata Khanda, Earth. So which Earth are we talking about? There is a lot of
exactly. So that creates confusion. Right.
So it's like that.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Correction.
Haribol Prabhuji, about the, as you said, Earth is not a planet, but in the Navagrahas, we see Surya and Chandra, that is like sun and moon also. So these are like as per modern science, we call sun as a star and not the planet. So how do we call sun here?
Let them call whatever they want.
For us, sun is a planet, right?
No. Sun is neither planet nor star. Sun is one of the Navagrahas. Let us use Sanskrit words.
Okay. So Graha is actually, as you said, planet.
Navagrahas. Yeah.
Okay. Because these are illuminaries bodies now. So I was just wondering that. It's still a planet. Still a Graha.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
So moon is also a graha, Prabhuji. It's a planet.
Yes. Moon is also one of the Navagrahas.
Not a satellite, as they say in science.
They'll say many things.
Okay.
So according to our Vedic literatures, the Navagrahas are the 7 grahas corresponding to 7 days of a week. Sunday, Monday, Sun, Moon, Tuesday, Mars,
Mangal,
Mercury, Thursday, Jupiter, Friday, Venus, Saturday, Saturn. Plus Rahu and Ketu. 7 plus 2, 9 grahas. So it's like that. Any other questions? See here, our scriptures, whatever numbers our scriptures are giving, they're exactly matching to our modern numbers. So they're actually talking about so many things. Later on, we see in one of the presentations in one of the days, the distance between Earth and Sun also given exactly in the scriptures. They are not talking about some utopian universe or utopian world. They are actually talking about our universe only, our world only. And many times the numbers do exactly, the matching of the numbers indicates that they are actually talking about our universe only. So we should have faith. So it's like that. Any other questions? No questions, huh? Just 1 minute. Somebody calling me. Hare Krishna. So now the diameter of the earth is also mentioned in other literature. In Suridanta, it says that the diameter of the earth is 1600 yojanas. Though in the Bhagavatam and other Puranas it is said that 1000 yojanas, but in Suridanta it says that 1600 yojanas. So we have to see what it means. So according to Suridanta, diameter is if you walk on the surface of the earth from one side to other side or bottom to top, whatever distance you cover is called diameter. For us, from geometry point of view, diameter is from here to here, in the middle of the earth, center to center. But you cannot go through the center of the earth. It is a solid body. So you can only walk on the surface. As you walk from one corner to other corner, whatever distance you cover, that is the diameter. But actually it is half the circumference. Then we can actually find out what is the exact diameter. So the total circumference is equal to 2 pi r. Diameter is equal to 2r, which is equal to total circumference by pi. So here 1600 is the half circumference. The total circumference will be 2 times to that. 2 times 1600 divided by pi will be 1019 yojanas. That is the diameter of the earth. Wherein Bhagavatam talks about 1000. And it also gives another definition. So the circumference can be calculated by a formula given in Suridanta. Square root of 10 into d square. Tad vargato dashagunat. So that means the square of the diameter into 10 and under root of that is square root of that is will give you the total circumference. 3 times 3.16228 times diameter. So diameter is equal to C by 3.16. That is 1012 yojanas. So these two numbers are very close to 1000. So in that way, our Vedic literatures always give close approximation to the number which we are talking about. So in that way, the diameter of the earth we can also calculate from Surya Siddhanta and etc. And then finally, the what is that? Sankalpa mantra, which is chanted at the beginning of the day in our traditional temples. As soon as the pujari gets up and wakes up the deity, he chants this Sankalpa mantra. So that is daily ritualistic activities will go on nicely. So this Sankalpa mantra is written for Sunday, 14th April 2019. This was for Ramanavami in 2019. So it says that Sri Govinda 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 Asya Sri Bhagavata Mahapurushasya Vishnu Rajnaya Pravartamanasya Adya Brahmana, from the year of Lord Brahma's birth. So Lord Brahma's, from the beginning of Lord Brahma's birth, Lord Brahma lives for 100 years, out of which 50 years already completed. Dvitiya Pararde means in the second half of Brahma's lifespan, that is 51st year. Currently, 51st year is going on. In every year, he has 12 months. In every month, there are 30 days. Out of the, currently the first month, first day is going on. That first day is called as Shweta Varaha Kalpa, Sri Shweta Varaha Kalpe. And one day Brahma has 14 Manvantaras. So out of the 14 Manvantaras, Vaivashvata Manvantara is currently going on. In the reigning period of the current Manu known as Vaivashvata, 7th Manu period. Out of 14, 6 already completed, 7th is running. And one Manvantara period lasts for 71 Chaturyugas. And out of 71 Chaturyugas, 27 already completed, 28th is going on now. Ashta Vimshati Tame. Out of 71, 28th is running now. In the 28th, there are 4 yugas. One Chaturyuga will have 4 yugas, Satya, Treta, Dwapara, Kali. Out of which Satya Yuga completed, Treta Yuga completed, Dwapara Yuga completed, Kali Yuga is going on. Kali Yuga. And that Kali Yuga is divided into 4 parts. Pada means 1/4. Currently we are in the first quarter. Pratama Pade. This is about the time from the beginning of Brahma's birth. From the beginning of Brahma's birth, 50 years already passed, 51st year, first month, first day. In that first day, out of 14 Manvantaras, we are in the 7th Manvantara. And out of 71 Chaturyugas of the 7th Manvantara, we are in the 28th Chaturyuga. That Chaturyuga which will have Satya, Treta, Dwapara, Kali, we are in the Kali Yuga. And that Kali Yuga will have first quarter, second quarter, third quarter, fourth quarter. In that we are in the first quarter. That's where we came to the current Kali Yuga. And then the place we are living out of 14 planetary systems, we are living in the Bhuloka. In the Bhuloka, there are 7 Dvipas, Jambu Dvipa, Plaksha Dvipa, etc. etc. In that, we are living in the Jambu Dvipa. Within Jambu Dvipa, there are 9 Varshas. Among them, we are in the Bharata Varsha. And within Bharata Varsha, there are 9 Dvipas. In that, we are in Bharata Khanda, the 9th Dvipa. And within Bharata Khanda, we are located on the southern side of Mount Meru and southern side of North Pole. And Godavari Dakshina Tire, Bombay especially, it is located to the south of Godavari River and also very near to Sayadri Kshetra, Sayadri Mountains. And where we are performing the Samskara? Mama Swagruhe, in my home. Where exactly in my home? Devata Sannidhav, in the auspicious presence of my household deities. So in that way, this particular slide talks about the place. The previous slide talked about the time from the beginning of Brahma's birth. This is talks about within the Bhumandala, within the universe, within the Bhumandala, within Jambudipa, within Bharatavarsha, within Bharatakhanda, where next to which mountain, which river we are located. So they are being read out. And then with respect to time, it further goes in. This slide may be difficult to comprehend, but just follow. Asmin Vartamana Vyavaharike, in the current period of the first quarter of Kali Yuga, Prabhavadi Shashti Samvatsarana Madhye, we have 60-year cycles. Every Gudi Padwa is the beginning of our traditional new year. In Telugu, we call it as Ugadi. In Andhra Telangana and even Karnataka also, we call it as Ugadi. In Maharashtra, it is called as Gudi Padwa. So Gudi Padwa is the beginning of our new year. So every new year gets a new name, new Sanskrit name. So they are starting with Prabhava. Prabhavadi Shishti Samvatsarana Madhye, Vikari Nama Samvatsare. So 2019 Gudi Padwa onwards, the year was known as Vikari Samvatsara. And Uttarayane, we were in the Uttarayana Punyakala. From Makar Sankranti to Karka Sankranti, that is January 15th to January 15th onwards, July 15th, it is called Uttarayana. So very soon, in a couple of weeks, we are going to have beginning of Uttarayana, Makar Sankranti. So then, Vasanta Rutau, in Uttarayana Kala, the season was Vasanta Rutu. From March, April, May, these are Vasanta Rutu, the spring season. And Chandramana, according to Chandramana, it was Chaitra Masa. So the first month, according to lunar calendar, is Chaitra Masa. Starting from Gudi Padwa for 1 month, it is called Chaitra Masa. So Ramanavami comes in Chaitra Masa. And during that time, according to Sauramana, the sun is entering into Mesha Rashi. On that particular day, that is 14th April, sun will transit from Meena Rashi to Mesha Rashi. So it is like that. And Shukla Paksha, it is the bright fortnight. In the Chaitra Masa, it was bright fortnight. And then finally, Navami Shubhatitau. So one Paksha lasts for 15 days, starting with Pratipad, ending with Paurnami. And in that, the Tithi was Navami. Since we are talking about Ram it was Navami. And the day was Ravi Vasara, that was Sunday. And the moon was moving from Pushya Nakshatra to Ashlesha Nakshatra. So the moon will be entering into Ashlesha at around 1:17 in the afternoon. That's why I put both. And according to sun, the sun is moving from Revati Nakshatra to Ashwini Nakshatra. Around 2:25, sun will enter into Ashwini Nakshatra. In that way. Nakshatra Yuktayam, Ashlesha Nakshatra Yuktayam. So in that way. That's how everything is mentioned at the time of the performance of that particular auspicious samskara or deity waking up. These mantras are read in order to indicate that, oh great sages, kindly note down that at so and so place, at so and so time, I am undertaking this so and so Vedic samskara. Kindly make note of it. So everything is noted down by the great sages and also Chitragupta. When we die, our list of activity that we have performed in our lifespan are read out, and accordingly the results will be awarded. So that's how Sankalpa Mantra is read out. Even in our place also, whether you have noticed or not, when there is marriage ceremony or name giving ceremony or Griha Pravesha ceremony, the Sankalpa Mantra should be read at the beginning of at the commencing of the ceremony. The Pujari will make sure that the Yajaman will recite after him. Yajaman means the main person who is undertaking that entire Vidhan Samskar. Sri Vishnu Yoga, Sri Vishnu Karana, Shubha Yoga, Shubha Karana, Evam Guna Visheshana Vishtayam, Asyam Navamyam Shubhatitau Sri Bhagavat Ajnaya Sri Bhagavat Kainkariya Rupam. It is actually Bhagavat Ajna. So performing all such samskaras, chanting these mantras is all based on Lord's instruction. And it is performed as a service to Supreme Lord. Bhagavat Kainkariya Rupam. As Lord Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita 9th chapter, Yat karoshi yadashnashi yadjosh tadashyat yatapashasi kaunteya tatkurushva madarpanam. So whatever little thing we do, we should do it as an offering to Supreme Lord. So Bhagavat Kainkariya Rupam, it should be performed. So this is about Bharata Khanda, which is one of the 9 parts of Bharata Varsha. So the Bharata Khanda is our earth globe. Many times we might hear people talking about the India is Bharata Varsha, India is Bharata Khanda, like that. So many nomenclature they might call. But actually Bharata Khanda is our entire earth globe, which is a small tiny 9th portion of the bigger Bharata Varsha, which is a small portion of the bigger Jambudvipa, which is a small portion of the bigger Bhumandala. So it's like that we are actually kind of insignificant in comparison to the entire universe. So it's like that.
Prabhuji, can I ask a question here?
Yeah, please.
You just mentioned about the beginning of the year, which is, you said Gudi Padwa, right? Which actually comes the month of Chaitra, as we call it.
Yes. And the Gudi
So
Padwa only
when we
Chaitra
talk
month.
about the 12 months, so why do we start our months like counting in from Kartik, Markshas, and so on and so forth? Why don't we start with Chaitra, Vaishak, and just like that?
In North India, they have different way of beginning. They consider Diwali to be the beginning of the year sometimes. In South, we consider the beginning of the year is Chaitra. The moment Lord Krishna departed from the surface of the earth, the previous month, what was that? Palguna completed and Chaitra began.
Okay.
So that was the time Kali Yuga began. It is called Yuga Adi. Eventually, Yuga Adi transformed into Ugadi.
Okay. Yeah, because for our Gujaratis also, we I mean celebrate our New Year as for Diwali, right? Different parts of India celebrate in different months their New Year. But in general, if you see also, like for Hindu or Sanatan Dharma, the month's name starts with Kartik only. It's Kartik, Markshas, Posh, like that. So I was just wondering why.
That is in North India. In North India, all of you are taught Kartik onwards. In South India, all of us are taught Chaitra onwards. There are some differences are there within India itself. North side people follow something, south side something, and Tamil Nadu they follow Pura Nakshatra based calendar.
Okay.
I mean, these are little bit variations. More or less everything is same only. The Chaitra Vaishakha is same only. Even in fact, what to that? According to South India, the month begins day after Amavasya.
Yeah.
But in our Gaudiya Vaishnava calendar, we start from Purnami onwards. Our Kartik starts from the Sharat Purnima to Kartik Purnima.
Yes.
But actual Kartika month is from Deepavali to 1 month ahead.
Yeah.
So these are like unity in diversity.
Lord Krishna, Prabhuji, Lord Krishna is born in Shravan Mas or the Bhadrapad?
According to South Indian calendar, it is Shravana. According to North Indian calendar, it is Bhadrapad.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. And what are the scriptures writing, Prabhuji?
No. There is, see, that's what I'm trying to say now. In South, our month starts on Amavasya. The day after Amavasya, Pratipad. The first quarter is Shukla Paksha. The second quarter is Krishna Paksha.
Yeah.
Okay, in the north, the month starts the day after Paurnami. Okay, like our Sharat Kartika month starts the day after Sharat Purnima.
Sharat Purnima, yes.
Okay, so their month is actually beginning 15 days in advance only. Our Kartik begins in our ISKCON Kartik begins 15 days in advance only.
Correct.
So Lord Krishna appeared in Shravana Krishna Ashtami in the month of Shravana, according to South Indian calendar, in the Krishna Paksha. Because South Indian calendar, the first Paksha is Shukla Paksha.
Shukla Paksha.
The second Paksha is Krishna Paksha.
Krishna Paksha.
Okay. In the north, okay, that Shravana Mas started 15 days early only. So by the time the Shukla Paksha of ends in South India.
Ah,
The
ah.
Shri
Becomes
already completed.
Bhar.
When Krishna Paksha
Over,
began, the Bhadrapada
Yeah.
started in the North India.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So they say
Exactly.
Lord
So,
appeared in Bhadrapada Mas, and we say Shravana Mas.
so, but what is the scripture, actual scripture saying, Prabhuji?
The scripture also says same thing. The scriptures, if the commentary is given by South Indian authors, they will say
Oh,
Shravana Mas. If
okay.
they are given, if the commentary is given by North Indians, they say Bhadrapad. Jiva Goswami writes
Oh.
Bhadrapad.
So then people can say that there is a conflict within your scriptures.
There is no
This is a devil's advocate, Prabhuji.
there is no conflict in the scriptures. That is our sheer ignorance, our lack of native knowledge.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And even our only mostly Gujarati start the new year from Vikram Savant, that is in Kartik.
Yeah. It only
Otherwise, generally everybody has Chaitra only. Generally, everybody does Chaitra Mas only.
Hindu calendar starts with from Chaitra only.
Yes.
Yeah. Only our Gujarati somehow we don't know why, where it originated, we really don't know. But we start from Diwali onwards, like Kartik month.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
These are all there. There should be some variety also. Gujaratis have sweet in every item, in the sabji also, in the rice also, which is not liked by many South Indians. But sometimes some variety is required.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
It makes more colorful and flavorful, Prabhuji.
So, at least, I mean, this is whatever little I know about these different things. Okay. Any other question? So we'll go ahead. We have few more minutes. So till now we saw that how Priyavrata divided the Bhumandala into 7 islands, and we also saw so many divisions and subdivisions within those 7 islands. And finally, there is some more to these 7 islands. Outside of the 7th ocean, there is some more Bhumandala is there. That has been briefly presented in these verses of the 20th chapter. 34 to 41 talks about the remaining part of the Bhumandala. Bhumandala is actually very huge. So there is a shloka comes in 3rd canto 11th chapter, which actually gives the dimensions of our universe, within which the lotus leaf spread across the entire diameter of the universe. That means that is the diameter of the entire Bhumandala. That is around 500 million yojanas. The total inner diameter of our universe as well as the diameter of the Bhumandala is around 500 million yojanas. So 500 million yojanas means into 13, that much is the kilometers. That is basically 13 5 6.5 billion kilometers. That is the diameter of the Bhumandala. So, and this universe is covered by 7 layers made up of earth, water, fire, and ether. So, like that, there are crores of universes that are there in the material creation. That's how these couple of shlokas concludes the section of creation in the Bhagavatam 3rd canto. Crores of universes have been created by Mahavishnu, and they are like our universe, which has an inner diameter of 500 million yojanas, covered by 7 layers: earth, water, fire, ether, ahankara, mahatattva, and which are 10 times thicker than the previous layer. Each subsequent layer is 10 times thicker than the previous layer. It's like that. So, a very huge universe. The overall outer diameter of our universe comes up to 10 to the power of 18 yojanas. So this is only about 500 million, 5 into 10 to the power of 8. So we have to add 10 to that. So then it becomes total 10 to the power of 18 10 to the power of 18 yojanas. That much is the diameter of the entire Brahmanda. So that's how Bhagavatam talks about. Very huge universes. See here, Karanaksha Vishnu, the different universes have different dimensions. So this is our universe in which Garbhodaksha Vishnu is here, 14 planet systems are here. There are 7 layers covering this. And this diameter from year to year, it is 500 million yojanas, within which our Bhumandala is there. And our Bhumandala's diameter also is of the same size. And that Bhumandala we see. This is the beginning of the universal shell. And this is the Bhumandala within that shell. And what are the divisions? Here we saw that 7 dvipas and 7 oceans, which Priyottama are divided. After the 7th ocean, we have Swarna Bhumi, known as gold land. The land itself looks like gold. It is not fit for inhabitants, but sometimes the devatas come here to sport, because here when the objects are dropped, they are not visible. If you remember, the dramas connected to the Swarga Loka or any movies, any serials you observed, there is fog is there everywhere. Up to the knees, not even knees, up to the thighs, the fog is there whenever the heavenly planets are depicted. So beneath their thighs, we can't see anything in the fog. So that is the kind of description of this Swarna Bhumi. Its color is like the gold, but nothing is visible below the waist. So that's why people don't live here. They come here for sporting purpose, hide and seek, etc. Then after this Swarna Bhumi, there comes Loka Loka mountain. This is a mountain, which is a surrounding mountain, which divides the Loka Varsha and Aloka Varsha. The area outside the Loka Loka mountain is called Aloka Varsha. The entire area inside the mountain is called Loka Varsha. This is called Loka Varsha because there is sunlight here. Wherever there is sunlight, there people can reside. That's why it is called Loka Varsha. Wherever there is no sunlight, which is not fit for inhabitants, that is called Aloka Varsha. So it's like that. And after this Aloka Varsha, there is some gap, some air gap between the universal shell and the Bhumandala. Because of this gap, the Bhumandala time and again falls down into Garbhodaka ocean. That's when the Supreme Lord Srimanarayana appears as Lord Varaha and rescues the Bhumandala. That's how our Bhagavatam narrates the different stories. So, of course, their dimensions are here. You may not be able to make sense of it, but no problem. So, basically, there are some dimensions only. Because there is a free space of 3.4 million yojanas, Lord Shesha holds the Bhumandala from below. So, Bhumandala can fall anytime into the Garbhodaka ocean. So that Lord Shesha situated below the Bhumandala, holding the entire Bhumandala upon his hoods, so that it will not fall down. But though Shesha is holding the Bhumandala from below, the Bhumandala is still very huge. It can go out of balance. To keep this Bhumandala in balance, there are 4 elephants on 4 directions of the Bhumandala to keep the Bhumandala in steady state. So Bhumandala remains in an equilibrium state, so that it will not vibrate here and there. But once in a while, when Shesha gives up his service, the entire Bhumandala will fall into Garbhodaka ocean. That's when Lord Vishnu appears as Lord Varaha and lifts the entire Bhumandala. And this he did 2 times. Once during Swayambhuva Manvantara and second time during Chakshusha Manvantara. So that is mentioned. After that free space, there are 7 universal layers made up of earth, water, fire, air, ether, ahankara and mahatattva. And after these 7 layers, Tata Parastad Yogeshwara Gatim Vishuddham Udaharanti. After the 7th layer of Mahatattva, there comes Brahman. That is the abode of the pure souls, pure liberated souls. So that's how the different things have been described in the Bhagavatam. You see, same picture. Here is our entire Bhumandala with the different divisions. Here are the 7 Dvipa, 7 oceans. Swarnabhumi, the green one is Swarnabhumi. The black one is Loka Loka mountain, and the grey one is Aloka Varsha. And the upper we have pole star. This is the pole star. And here is the Loka Loka mountain. The Loka Loka mountain is situated like this. It starts with the Bhumandala, goes all the way up to pole star. And the entire Bhumandala is held by Shesha below, and 4 elephants standing on the Loka Loka mountain, balancing the entire Bhumandala. Since the sun, moon, and all the luminaries are located within this Loka Loka mountain, the inside portion is bright, the outside portion is dark. Because the inside portion is bright because due to sunlight, it is called Loka Varsha. Outside portion is dark. That's why it is called Aloka Varsha. So that is Bhagavatam 5:20-37 mentioned that Sa Lokatrayante Parita Ishwarena Vita Yasmat. So this has been created, this Lokaloka mountain has been created by Ishvara, the Supreme Lord. And within this Lokaloka mountain, Suryadinam, Druvapa Varganam, Jyotir Gananam, Gabastayo, Arvachi Three Lokan, Avitanvana, Na Kadachit, Parachina, Bhavati Bhavitum, Ustamane Tavad, Un Nahanayama. He says that the light of the sun, that of the moon, and all the other stars, nakshatras, constellations, it's only meant for three lokas: Bhuloka, Bhuvarloka, and Sargaloka. Three lokan avitanvana, na kadachit parachina. It cannot go other side. The sunlight, moonlight, and the stars, everything is located within this Lokaloka mountain area. Their light cannot spread on the other side of the Lokaloka mountain, either onto the above or onto the right and left side. This side, there is no sunlight and moonlight or starlight does not come in the side. Whatever we see in the night sky, everything is located within this mountain. Of course, this is the mountain. Within this mountain only, everything is located. That is what is indicated. Giving light to Bhuloka, Bhuvarloka, and Svargaloka, etc. So Lord Varaha lifted the entire Bhumandala 2 times, Swayambhu Manvantara and Chakshusha Manvantara. That is mentioned in the 3rd canto, 13th chapter. Text number 40 clearly indicates that Lord lifted the Bhumandala, because many times people have the doubt that Lord Varaha lifted only the earth globe. No, it is not earth globe, but the entire Bhumandala. O Lord, O lifter of the earth, Bhudara, the earth with its mountains held by you on the tips of your tusks appears beautiful. It is like a lotus with its leaves held on the tusk of mad elephant rising from the water. So Lord Varaha felt the entire Bhumandala to be like a flower only, not much. You see, in traditional temples we only see Bhudevi picture, Lord Varaha lifting the Bhudevi only, not some object. Only the personified form is there always. But in the nowadays deities, brass deities, they keep spherical earth globe. The next verse, Bhagavatam clearly says that your form of a boar personifying the Vedas appears beautiful with the Bhumandala. Tayimayam Rupamidam cha Shaukaram Bhumandale Nata Datadritenate. He was actually lifting the entire Bhumandala, which is held by your tusk. Just as a huge mountain appears beautiful with a huge cloud held on its peak. During sunset time, when the sun is setting behind the mountain, and on top of the mountain, if there is a cloud, the mountain appears to be very dark because sun is on the other side. The cloud appears to be silver color because the sun is setting and sun rays are falling behind the cloud. The cloud appears to be silverish. So black mountain with silver decoration upon that. That scene looks very beautiful. So when Lord Varaha lifting the entire Bhumandala, it appeared like that. So like this, he was lifting. And second time when he was lifting the Bhumandala in Chakshusha Manvantara, Hiranyaksha came and obstructed Lord Vishnu. That time Lord Varaha killed him and then lifted the Bhumandala. So these are the different pastimes have been mentioned. So when and where, how the Chakshusha Manvantara also had a pralaya and Lord has to lift the Bhumandala has been indicated in the 8th canto 24th chapter, where it said that Lord Matsya appeared to him as a small fish when King Satyavrata went to the river to get some offer morning oblations. He got a small fish. Eventually it grew up big. That big fish revealed that, so my dear king, in 7 days from today, the 3 worlds, Bhuloka, Bhuvarloka, Sargaloka, will all merge into the water of inundation. The 3 will be destroyed. Saptamehi Adyamana Adyatanad Urdvam Ahani Etad Arindama Nimangshati Ape Ambodau Trilokyam Bhuvadikam Bhuloka, Bhuvarloka, Sargaloka will all be destroyed by the ocean. So I'll send a boat. May you aboard on the boat and I'll save you. That's how Lord Matsya saved him. So that was the past time indicated in the 8th canto 24th chapter, which is again mentioned in the 1st canto 3rd chapter, which is talking about different avataras. Rupancha Jagre Mastyam Chakshushodaya Samplave Navi Aropya Mayi Mayam Apad Vaivashatam Manu. When there was an inundation during the period of Chakshusha Manu, the Lord accepted the form of a fish, Masya, to protect the future Manu Vaivashata, placing him on a boat formed from the earth. And this King Satyavrata would be born again as the son of sun god and would become the Vaivashata Manu. So that was indicated here. So this is our entire universe. This is the entire Bhumandala, which has multiple divisions: Loka Varsha, Loka Mountain, Aloka Varsha. And this is the cross section of all the divisions. This is the entire Bhumandala with different divisions. Then followed by 7 universal layers. The subsequent layer is 10 times thicker than the previous layer. That is what is mentioned. But the first layer is 2 times the inner diameter of the universe. So this is the inner diameter of the universe, about 500 million yojanas. The first layer is 2 times. Here 500 and here 500. Total width is 2 times to 500. But the second layer is 10 times to the thickness of the previous layer. This is 10 times to 500 is 5000. 10 times to 500 is 5000. Here 5000, here 5000. The next layer will be 50,000. And next layer will be 500,000. And next layer will be 5 million, something like that. So that's how the layers are situated one after the other. So there is a small video about what we discussed till now about the different divisions of the universe.
The greater earthly planetary system extends out to the edges of the universe and has a diameter of 4 billion miles. Known as Bhumandala, shaped like a lotus flower, it has 7 concentric islands and oceans with Mount Meru as its pericarp. The 7 oceans respectively contain salt water, sugarcane juice, liquor, clarified butter, milk, emulsified yogurt, and sweet drinking water. Sometimes Vedic cosmology is misconstrued as portraying the Earth to be a flat disk. This flat Earth misconception arises partly due to our inability to understand Vedic nomenclature. A single object may be referred to by several names, and a single name may refer to several objects. For example, the term Earth may be used to describe at least 6 different aspects of cosmology. The Earth we live on is indeed a globe as explained by the Sanskrit word parimandale, meaning spherical, used in the Mahabharata text. The flat disk refers to the greater earthly planetary system of Bhumandala. 4 elephants of inestimable size are placed at the 4 directions for balancing the greater earth.
So that was all about the Bhumandala, which we were discussing from last 2-3 classes. These are some dimensions, some numbers. This is the Jambudvipa, surrounded by saltwater ocean. Second Dvipa, second ocean. Third Dvipa, third ocean. Fourth Dvipa, fourth ocean. Fifth Dvipa, fifth ocean. Sixth Dvipa, sixth ocean. Seventh Dvipa. In the seventh Dvipa, there is Manasutra mountain, upon which there are 4 townships in 4 directions. And sun is said to be traveling above this mountain, passing through all these 4 townships. Seventh ocean, Swarnabhumi, Loka mountain, Aloka Varsha, free space, universal covering, etc. etc. So this is how our entire universe has our entire Bhumandala has been divided into different divisions, subdivisions, etc. 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 The different dimensions. This is to the scale. This is the thick line is the beginning of universal shell. The thin line is the end of the Bhumandala. In between area is the free space. This is Aloka Varsha. This is Loka mountain. This is Farnabhumi. And this is the area within this ring. We have 7 Dvipa, 7 oceans. That is magnified here. 7th ocean, 7th Dvipa, 6th ocean, 6th Dvipa, 5th ocean, 5th Dvipa, like that. 7th ocean, 7th Dvipa, 1st ocean, 1st Dvipa. This white dot where cursor is there, that is Jambudvipa. And within these Dvipas, there are 7 mountains are there, and dividing them into 7 Varshas, etc. And this is the Jambudvipa. Within Jambudvipa, we have 9 Varshas, Ilavrita Varsha, etc. Bharata Varsha. And within Bharata Varsha, we have again 9 divisions. The 9th division is Bharata Khanda. That is our Earth globe. So we have discussed about all these things briefly in our previous 3 to 4 classes. So in the upcoming classes, we will discuss about the remaining 13 planetary systems, etc. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Thank you so much.
Hare Krishna,
Can I,
Prabhuji.
Yes.
Prabhuji, I was just thinking, I wanted to, I have a couple of doubts. Can I ask at this stage?
First, let us give a chance to other devotees.
Okay.
Yeah, please. One more Mataji was saying something. Hare Krishna, other devotees have any questions?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. I have one question. Actually, my internet is not very good, and also I have been missing in between.
Okay.
But somewhere you had said that the Navgraha are the planets.
Navagrahas are the 9 planets.
Right.
According
And
to Vedic
Earth is
understanding.
not a planet.
Earth is not a planet, yes.
So what is Earth? I mean, we just call it Earth. Does it have a term like a Navgraha or nothing like that?
Earth is part of the Bhuloka. See, this is entire Bhuloka. See, where the picture, I'll show you. So this is our entire universe. So this is our entire universe.
Yes.
Within that entire universe, this is the Bhumandala. This is also called as Bhuloka. We always hear na Bhuloka, Borloka, Svargaloka. So
Yes, Prabhuji.
that Bhuloka is also called as Bhumandala. So within Bhumandala, we have different divisions. So as the divisions are shown in this last picture.
Yes.
So this is the Bhumandala. We have Aloka Varsha, Loka Varsha, and Swarna Bhumi, Loka Mountain, etc. This is Loka Varsha. Within that we have 7 Dvipas, 7 oceans, and within them Jambudvipa is there. Within Jambudvipa there is Bharata Varsha. Within Bharata Varsha there are 9 Dvipas. The 9th Dvipa is Bharata Khanda. So Earth is part of the bigger Bhumandala. So we don't have to call it as Earth planet. We call it as Earth, or to be more precise, we can call it as Bharata Khanda or Sudarshan Deepa, if you remember those names. So in that way.
Okay, Prabhuji.
Yes.
Thank you.
Prabhuji, is the other planets, the other grahas larger than the Bhumandala? No, na?
No. They
Like,
are very small. They are tiny. Bhumandala is very huge.
okay. Only they are larger than Earth. Means our Bharat Varsha.
See, Mataji, please don't get confused. Don't use English terms. Our Earth means which Earth you are talking about, always confusing. This entire thing is called Bhumandala. Okay. In this Bhumandala, we have small division. The small ring is magnified here as so many divisions. And this small ring is magnified here. And the small white ring is there, that has been magnified here. So within that, Jambudvipa is here. This is entire Jambudvipa. In that Bharata Varsha is here. In that Bharata Varsha, we have Earth globe here. As of today, from our school studies, what do we know is only about this Earth globe only. But this Earth globe is a tiny portion, I'll tell you. From here to here, the width of the Earth globe, diameter of the Earth globe is 1000 yojanas.
Okay.
But the Jambudvipa is 1 lakh yojanas. From here to here, 1 lakh yojanas. This is 100 times bigger than the Earth globe.
Right, Prabhuji, right.
And the entire Bhumandala is 500 million yojanas, which is 5,000 times than the Jambudvipa. This is 1 lakh. This is 500 million. That means 5,000 times bigger than this white circle.
Okay.
And rest all will be moving above within the Loka Varsha, within this mountain, Loka mountain is there. Within this mountain only, all that we see in the night, everything is there. All the Navagrahas, 27 nakshatras, 12 zodiac signs, crores of stars, comets, everything is there within that Loka mountain only.
Okay, Prabhuji. Thank you.
Yes. Hare Krishna. The Loka mountain is like a cylindrical mountain. Like in villages, we have cylindrical water tanks, overhead water tanks. So inside the water tank we have water. So that is like this mountain is like that. Inside that only we have Boloka, Borloka, Sargaloka. Everything is there inside the tank. So in that way.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, may I ask a question? Is
Yeah,
it
yes,
okay?
Mataji. Yes, yes.
Prabhuji, this Loka Varsha and
Loka
Aloka
mountain.
Varsha, mountain, and then Aloka Varsha, then there is free space, and then there is Garbhodak ocean. So in this Garbhodak ocean, this is there is support of Ananta Shesh, right?
Yes,
You
yes,
said?
yes. Anantasheshi is
हाँ,
holding the entire
so
domain.
only when he stops his service, there is full this thing अपना annihilation full होता है, right?
Yes.
हाँ. So then Prabhuji, little bit just to understand, then what does this term earthquake mean? What are these? How can we relate this to our scripture? Matlab they say earthquake is also a movement under the earth, and there is core and all those terms they use when we read about it, seismic movements. So how do we understand? Kuch relation hai kya, Prabhuji? Is there any relation between this and
No,
the
a
scripture?
small earthquake that is happening within Bharata, we don't have to relate it to Shesha. This earthquake, what
Okay.
is happening here is all due to the mining excavations. So many things are happening now. So because
Okay.
of them, the earthquake is happening. It has nothing to do with that.
Okay. Nothing to do with this
Yes.
movement of Ananta Shesh or
Yes, yes,
anything,
yes,
right?
yes, yes.
Just that little clarity I require. Yes. Yes.
Okay. Yeah, yes, Prabhuji, you raised your hand.
Prabhuji, that was me only. I'll just raise
Okay,
down the hand.
fine. Yeah, Brajaradika Mataji.
Yes, Prabhu. Actually, I don't know whether my question sounds stupid, but I have some confusion regarding the rotation of sun. Can you just tell me again how, like, on what does the sun rotate? Because if I'm thinking the Earth is very small planet as per the entire Bhumandala. Now we have also heard that there is habitation on sun planets. There are people staying in the sun planet.
See here
If the
in this
sun
picture.
is,
See, this is sun. Sun will be revolving just above the Bhumandala around Mount Meru. Like this, clockwise, it will be revolving day in, day out.
Yeah.
Like sun, all the other planets also revolve around. This is Jupiter, this is Saturn, this is Mars, Mercury, Venus, this is Moon, this is Rahu and Ketu and all.
So in 24 hours, Prabhuji, it is taking a huge round. If I am not mistaken, if you're talking about even sun
Forget
is
about
rotating.
huge round. It is just traveling 360 degrees. Whatever may be the distance on that circumference, on that periphery, it does not matter. For us, what matters is it travels 360 degrees in every 24 hours.
Yeah.
That's
So
all.
so if you think of the speed of the sun and the staying of people there, वो थोड़ा दिमाग में बैठ नहीं रहा है. If the sun is traveling with,
forget about all what would be the experience of other people. Forget it. So we are having some experience. Be relate to with that. Other places also they will have their experience. It's okay. Just like in the noon time we have hot sun. So it's like that. It's simple same phenomena only everywhere. Wherever sun is traveling, they will have noon time there. If when sun is here the places these people will have noon time. When sun comes here in the Earth globe in India, we have noon time. So the far near, it's all like just like people are living in the sun planet, they are also they are living in the sun planet only. Then they must be having a fiery body only. So that is all based on their location. They'll have experience.
Yeah, so I'm not talking about in reference with the other planets of sun. I'm just saying that the sun itself, जहाँ पे लोग रह रहे हैं, for them traveling at whatever speed, won't it be very, I mean, difficult because the sun is traveling 360 degrees, right? So, I mean, is it, I don't know, feasible? Because if we think of Earth moving, in case, I mean, now we know it's not. But suppose Earth is moving in 24 hours, the whole this thing circle.
One circle.
There's a lot of movement happening. वो समझ में नहीं आ रहा है.
Forget about the earth moving or sun moving. When we travel in the flight, do we feel like we are traveling?
No, we don't.
So it's like wherever we are, we become part of that. System might be moving, but we are within the system, we don't move. So we are at one place only. We are like as good as standstill. So
Oh, yeah. The flight example is a good example to understand that. Yeah. Okay, Prabhuji. That's what.
Hare Krishna, thank you very much for this opportunity. We'll continue next week, and we'll stop here for today. I have some other service also. Thank you very much for joining. And next week we'll continue. What is this? There are some references from Bhugola Varnanam. There are some missing points from Bhagavatam. They all will be covered, and so that we'll have complete picture of the Bhumandala properly. That we will do next week. And then the week after that, we will do the remaining 13 planetary systems: Bhuvarloka, Swargaloka, Maharloka, Janaloka, Tapaloka, Satyaloka, Atala, Vitala, etc. etc. That will take another 2-3 classes. Like the 3-4 classes, we need more to cover. Entire January we will be doing in that sense. Hare Krishna. Thank you very much.
Hare Krishna, Dandavat Pranam. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Dandavat Pranam.